Hello there friends, been a little while since I posted a narrated Pokemon battle, and I thought that we might just jump back in here with one that I took from my stream a little while ago. Of course this week, leading up to E3, I'm doing a lot of E3 stuff on my channel, so sorry if you're not into that stuff, but I really am, and I really enjoy the stuff leading up to it, so bear with me. We'll be back doing some more Pokemon in due time, but no worries, because here's one here. Don't worry guys, I got you covered, and I'm playing a dude who's wearing the same jacket as me. What is this? Everyone just going into the same fashion store, it seems, these days. Good old yellow, orange stripe, should I say, down the center. So I'm gonna lead off with a Conkeldurr against a Heatran. That is a infinitely better position for me than it is for him, but he knows for sure that he can take a hit. Like, barring me being choice banded with Hammer Arm, his Heatran is gonna be a-okay, and most likely Conkeldurr sets are Assault Vest, so that's probably what he thought. Get up Stealth Rocks and get those set down. So my two choices here are either Knock Off or Ice Punch. The reason Ice Punch is an option is because he has a Gliscor, and obviously if I'm going for Drain Punches, my follow-up turn on the Heatran would have been a Mach Punch most likely, so a Heatran switch could have happened. Instead of going for the Ice Punch, I decided to go for the middle ground, which was Knock Off, and it works out nicely because the Vaporeon comes in, and that thing gets its lefties gotten rid of. So he Wish Protects, and basically we're back up to where he was when he switched in, apart from he doesn't have his lefties anymore. So good stuff. Not too bad position for me. I'm just going to continue to go for Drain Punch at this point, even though I could have predicted the switch and gone for a knockoff, which would have been really nice on the Latios, maybe even would have taken it out and then put me in Mach Punch range. I wanted to go for the safer play, and didn't really need to risk it. So now I'm going to pull the switch into Heatran. Very obvious the Psyshock or even the Draco maybe is going to be coming. So I'm going to take that really well. The damage doesn't look to be kind of specs level, and there's no Life Orb recoil, so either he's bluffing an Expert Belt or he's going to be Scarfed, and I'm leaning on the latter. I think Scarf is definitely a viable option, so I'm going to go for the Lava Plume, predicting the switch into whatever he so chooses to go to. Maybe the Vaporeon would have been a thing that could have been burned as well, but I was really hoping when I saw Gliscor come in that it would get burned. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to knock it off on the switching with Conkeldurr, wasn't able to burn it with my Heatran, so he is going to get the Poison Orb no matter what. So a little bit of pain, but it's fine. I'm going to make the switch in Jellicent because obviously the Earthquake is threatening, and I can obviously take that hit, then counteract with a Scald, and he ends up having U-turn. Interesting, very interesting, and puts himself in a really nice position by bringing in Gengar. I don't really have a great switch in for Gengar. I mean, I have Conkeldurr, which is Assault Vest and can definitely take the hit, but I would much rather keep that dude healthy so that he can act on stuff later on and not have to take unnecessary hits. So I am just going to let my Jellicent go, which is unfortunate because I like Jellicent a lot. He's a good buddy and pal of mine. Or should I say she, because it's the female one. But she's done great work in the past, and it's unfortunate that it's going to go away. I bring in Noivern, kind of risking with the Biscuit for the Hurricane hit, and I do manage to get it on the incoming Heatran. Not that it matters hugely, but the problem with this Noivern is I have Draco, Hurricane, Focus Blast, and Flamethrower. A lot of those moves are really inaccurate, and especially the one which I want to hit him with, like Focus Blast, is inaccurate, so I don't want to take the risk of doing that. So I decide to go into Conkeldurr anyway, predicting perhaps the Lava Plume is coming, and on the off chance that he burns me, I get a Guts boost in my favor, which is great, because that does happen. Conkeldurr now rocking it. I really wish that if Guts Pokemon got their boost, they'd suddenly just bulk up and get some even bigger muscles added to them. I think that that's a great idea, and that should be implemented into the animations of the next game. Well, listen to me, Game Freak, I know what I'm saying. Anyway, the reason I go for Drain Punch there as opposed to the Mach Punch, I thought he was going to switch, and maybe into something like the Vaporeon or even the Latios, so that's why I tried to do that, but he just decided he was going to fodder off his Heatran. I should have Mach Punched initially. And then his Latios comes in. I don't think I can take a hit because I'm pretty sure he's going to be going for Draco or even the Psyshock. And he ends up Surfing instead, predicting my Heatran switch, which means I could have lived that, gone for the knockoff and taken the Latios out. But it doesn't make a difference though, because what happens here is it puts me in a nice position to set up my Mega Gyarados. And the reason for that is that he is Choice Scarfed and he's now locked into Surf. That's going to be not very effective on me, especially when I'm going to Mega Evolve, get get that added bulk on my side. He turns from a mere fish into an elongated noodle. You guys know this. Like one of my recent battles, or should I say, like a couple of weeks ago, was Mecha Gyarados telling you all how to be a massive badass, and he's going to execute on that plan right here as well. So get off the Dragon Dance on the Switch, which he had to do because he was locked into Surf. In comes Vaporeon. The thing with Wish is that, well, I mean, it can stall for a while, but the reason he wishes that and then doesn't protect is because it gives me the indication that I have a free window to Dragon Dance. Now, obviously, I could have taken that, but maybe I would have been poisoned by it, and that would have been a bad situation. So instead, I predict that he's going to do that, go for the Stone Edge instead, manage to take him out, and then the Latios comes and misses Draco Meteor, which is a huge bummer, but I don't actually think that Scarf, Latios, Draco Meteor from that range would have killed Gyarados, so I may have been able to live and take him out anyway. A little bit of an iffy situation. The only difference would have been that I wouldn't have got this added damage on the Scizor, which wouldn't have mattered in the end, as you'll see, but I am going to be able to get a good solid chunk before he kills me with a U-turn. But Gyarados is down, and I decide to go into my fastest thing, which is Noivern, of course. Unfortunately, Stealth Rocks are kicking me in the teeth, which means I really can't take a Bullet Punch from the Scizor or anything like that, which is unfortunate, and added to that, the Life Orb damage is not going to be helpful. So, managed to eliminate the Gengar with a Draco, but now I'm really at the mercy of the Scizor, and I really want to keep Noivern around, because it's going to be useful to take out his Gliscor, because I'm a special attacker, I don't have any other special attackers on my team, I need it. And he makes a fantastic play here. He goes for the pursuit. Obviously, I was fearing the Bullet Punch, and he knew that I needed that Noivern. That was necessary for the end of the game, and he gets me. He fucking gets me, and it sucks, because I am really in a bad position here. Heatran, what I need, really, on the switch to Gliscor is a crit. I have to have one, because if I don't, then things are going to be really difficult. But ladies and gentlemen, as we live and as we breathe, Heatran is able to pull through and get the crit switch, which I wanted. Oh my god, so fantastic. Allows me at this point to just go for a Lava Plume and finish off the Scizor and take the game. So, I was, actually, if you go back and look at my channel, that moment live is actually on my channel. It's me critting the Gliscor live, which I think is rather funny, and I predict it, and it happens, and it was rather great. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below. The likes always help, and I enjoy getting them, and I like them. It's nice, it's good. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a nice day. Goodbye.